Oh my god, what even is all of this? My face, my lighting, my hair. Good. Right then. So, I look freaking exhausted and I have literally put the camera on a shelf. And that is because this video needs to go up today, and what happened today, I filmed and it will be up on my vlog slash singing channel on Saturday with my whole week, because my week of busyness hasn't ended yet. But yesterday I drove to South London, which is about a 70-mile drive, having never driven a long distance before. Like, the furthest I've driven by myself is like 15 miles, maybe not even that. And I passed my test like not quite a full week, not quite a month ago. So I drove to London, and then today I drove back after an interview and then went straight to work, and I've got home from work and kicked back and watched a film with my dad. We watched Serendipity, which is what I'm reviewing, and it's amazing. I love this film so much. It popped into my head yesterday, and because I knew I'd be exhausted tonight, and I thought, I don't want to just watch YouTube. I don't want to read. I'm going to be too tired to read. I just want to watch a film that I've seen before but haven't seen in a long time. So I watched Serendipity and I really love this film. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's essentially a rom-com, set loosely at Christmas, but its focus isn't entirely on Christmas. It's just literally the opening scene and the ending scene. But it's about a man and a woman who reach for the same pair of gloves, the last pair, in a shop and get talking over that. And it's all about fate and destiny. And to be honest, I watched this years ago when I was quite young, and I think that's where my understanding of fate and destiny comes from. So that's why I've always been a very hopeful person who believes in some sort of soulmate-esque kind of thing. And it's one of those films that's just, the highlight of this film is 100% the dialogue. It's beautifully written. It's so funny at times and so deep and meaningful at other times. It's just gorgeous. The way it's shot as well, the direction is fabulous. It's really, really great. There's only one thing I really dislike about this film, and that is I'm sorry, I'm so tired. The thing I dislike is the way they do time lapses and the showing the passing of time, because often you see clocks going to show a day changing and a change of a few days, but they did that like a lot. It was there constantly, and they also then had in the same sequence of like loads of clocks going, and we're all just like, yes, we understand, we get it, it's time has changed, okay. And then we get several years later, and do we need both? Probably not. But aside from the whole motif of bloody clocks throughout the whole film, it's just a really gorgeous one. And it's one of those, also I would say that while the writing and dialogue is beautiful, the story is quite clever, but there are a couple of moments where it's like the film's going, oh, who's it gonna be? Oh, what's the prize gonna be? Oh, surprise! Oh, it's this. Oh, look, we haven't resolved it yet, and you're kind of sat there like, okay, I know exactly, like, I know that person isn't who we want it to be because we're 20 minutes into the film. I know what's in that box. Obviously I know what's in that box. Like, it's just a bit silly. But generally, really great film. Would highly recommend. I think it's one of my favourite rom-coms of all time. It's not the best. I'll be coming to that in a few weeks, I think. I do want to review my favourite, being 27 Dresses, but I think this is up there. I do really like Serendipity. And that's everything. Thank you very much for watching. I hope on Friday to be a lot more awake, because right now I'm struggling. Night.